Welcome back, everyone, to a market closing live stream. I'm super excited. We've got a rotation pretty much at full steam here, I would say. And we've been watching this rotation begin for really the last 2 to 3 weeks. We've been talking about this rotation coming since the end of last year. We talked about, hey, there's going to be big volatility coming in March, April, and May because of that inflation data. We talked about how this inflation data was going to be a lot of clickbait and would inflect downwards and end up being good for tech. That's the rotation that we're seeing right now. So it's super exciting to see this come true. Now, the pain did start a month earlier than we expected, and it certainly was deeper than we expected, but the pain was a beautiful buying opportunity. And now we're finally seeing the fruits of those investments, which really just begs the question, what's left behind? What do we buy next? What is being left behind in this transition, folks? This morning, I said, oh my gosh, Etsy is on its way back to $200. Here we go, $198.80. It was $191 this morning when we opened. AMC doing nicely, up 7.4%. I just posted a video about a profitable option strategy I did while AMC was trading sideways. I've closed that position, and that yielded about $11,000 in 1 week while diamond handing my shares, which was awesome. Check out that video if you haven't yet. Post it on the channel. And if you're not getting all of the notifications, remember to download the Meet Kevin app on Apple or Android, Apple or Android's App Store. And you'll be able to join that and get all notifications, which is super awesome. So we've also got this movement, and I was really hoping this wouldn't start yet, but we've got to start to the movement in solar again. I was really hoping it wouldn't come this fast, but it's coming. And unfortunately, that's because the growth rotation is back in vogue. The growth rotation is here, and that means no more sitting on our hands. If you're not in, you got to look for you're either paying a higher price than you were, a month ago. Certainly, you're paying a higher price than you were a month ago, or you sit around hoping for a correction, which is fine, but I think that could be bad because while I do think there are going to be red days between here and the end of the year, I think growth is going to be where it's at for the rest of the year. Unless we get, I think in order for growth to really hit like a May low again, a March or May low, we're probably going to have to see the S&P 500 rollover. That's my expectation. So this is, and by S&P rollover, I mean like 10 to 25% correction in the S&P. Personally, the odds of that happening, 10%. I'm not really betting in an S&P or on an S&P rollover, though if it did happen, that means just everything's getting smashed and we'll be fine. If anything, I think it's possible that the S&P could be weighed down by recovery. That is, I think we could end up seeing tech zoom and the S&P 500 slow down its gains, which it's had some incredible gains at the first part of the year, as potentially recovery stocks weigh it down. And we've seen recovery stocks actually start worsening today. Carnival, Norwegian Cruise Lines, Nordic American Tankers, Gap, American Airlines, Delta, Amex, Wynn, Arrival. Arrival really shouldn't be in this batch. But all of these other ones, Intercontinental, Marriott, rotating down. Now, is it possible that this is just a temporary dip and ultimately everything's going to zoom? Sure. Maybe. And that's why I'm not going to go in and start like shorting recovery positions, right? But I'm certainly going to not buy them right now. And that could be a big mistake. But personally, I think these are priced to perfection. So I'm staying away because I don't think they're going to have perfect earnings. I think earnings are going to be certainly year over year way better. Their year over year comps are going to be like, whoa, my gosh, big year over year. But it's all going to be in their forecasts and their projections. And what I'm worried about is a run up in spending and an inflection point down leading to weaker forecasts in these earnings reports. So I'm cautious is the way I put it. Whereas I still think we've got massive oversells in most, well, maybe I shouldn't say most, in many areas related to energy, solar, I want to say Coinbase, but Coinbase is, Bitcoin volatility or volume is down. Bitcoin volume being down means less transaction revenue, but I still think Coinbase is a great play. I've got a good position in it. I've established a lot of my position under, this 230 range here. So it's just something that's kind of been add. Obviously, it's been painful watching Bitcoin go down and then Coinbase go down with it. I still think there are opportunities in the miners, HUD-8, big digital assets right here. I still think there are opportunities in some of these Canadian companies as well. But yeah, there's a huge rotation upon us. And as people go to growth, even though I don't like certain companies, you're going to see even bad companies froth up with the other companies. And this is why there are going to be some companies where it's like, oh, Kevin, like you don't like this company, or you previously thought about shorting this company. I haven't pulled the trigger. I've not shorted anything because I believe what's going to happen is if we see tech skyrocket, at some point, other companies that are not as great as tech or certain growth companies, they're going to start bubbling up anyway, just because of the relative distance between growth and some of these other companies. I really see the market as a rubber band. It's kind of the same rubber band that kept Tesla from free falling under 550. It's the same rubber band that helps keep other stocks moving up. We talk a lot about this kind of stuff in the psychology, obviously, in the Stocks and Psychology of Money group. 40% off, expires in 2 days. By the way, shout out here. I put a pinned comment up here from someone who just joined the course. So thank you so much. Shout out. And all right, let's see what else we have here. So let's go ahead and take that off. Keep in mind, if you are in California, you're going to be in California the next 2 weeks. I've got 10 rallies happening starting this Friday. So this weekend, July 4th weekend, and next weekend, I'll be hosting 10 rallies with giveaways at these rallies, Q&As. It'll be fun. Check that out by going to meetkevin.com, and you'll see the campaign rally schedule. We've got 10 rallies coming up, which is 10 actually infinitely as many rallies as I believe other people are doing, because nobody else is doing rallies. So, all right, here we go. So let's get into the weeds a little bit here. I want to start by looking at BTC a little bit. So a little bit of volatility here. We've been buying almost all of the dips that have occurred here. We bought on our big dip. We bought in this dip. I mean, if I drew a chart here of where I've been buying, it's just literally anytime you've seen these lines here, it's buy, 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 buy. I should put this up. Maybe I'll do that and do a chart and a video on it or something like that. So right now I'm not above this 33 line. I'm not. It's possible that BTC is just going to run away from me. I'm not going to be sad about that. That's fine. I've got plenty invested in the tech right now, and I'm still looking to rotate out of my options in tech. So that way I reduce my longer term risk, because I do think this rally that might be coming, like the euphoric rally that could be on the horizon. And let me make that clear. The euphoric rally that could be coming is going to be my opportunity to dip out of options. Now, I don't believe we're at that euphoric rally stage right now. I think we're still in catch up. Like Etsy up to 200. Like I'm still okay nibbling on Etsy at 198. I'm not going to, because I loaded the boat when this thing was like 160 and 70, a while ago. But anytime these things falls, or Enphase, for example, right? I'm okay buying Enphase up to 200. But when Enphase was at 120, it's just like, at 120 or 113, yeah, I'm buying all day long, right? So, and we were. But now we're getting to that 200 level again. We're sitting at 183. We get to that 200 level again. I think this is just kind of like back to where we were. This is not that euphoric rally yet. And so let me tell you what a euphoric rally looks like. All right, hold on. Mildly warm coffee. Delicious. Okay. I should really have like one of those heating coasters or something like that. All right. You want to see euphoria, folks? Euphoria is not this kind of slope right here. So you see this slope right here? This is a slope of, well, if Webull lets me adjust it, I'll be able to let you know. I don't know. What let's just guess. What is that? 30% or something like that? Oh my gosh. There we go. 35%. Dude, literally 35%. What did I say? Did I say 30% or 35%? Whatever I said, it was close. Okay, 30%. So it was 35%. I think I said 35%. It's not really euphoric, okay? Euphoric to me is stuff like this. When we start seeing these like 68% rallies, or we start getting vertical and we start getting, this is probably what, 75? Yeah, 75% right here, right? That's when we start getting a little like, okay, all right, that's going to be a little euphoric. That's going to be fun, That's what I'm looking for to dump my options. We are not there. I know these are going up, but we are not at a euphoric rally yet. We were at playing catch up, getting back from oversold, getting back to normal here. In my opinion, nowhere close to euphoric rally. Euphoric rally, in my opinion, is when Tesla's $1,000 in 2 months. If that happens, gone. I'm out of there. Certainly out of my options. So, and I think that can happen. These euphoric rallies can happen. Etsy 250 above or above. Enphase 250 or above. I'm out of my options. I will take that implied volatility to the bank. I'm ringing the bell. I'm paying my taxes. I am at zero margin because that's why we did this strategy on 420. And boom, we're going shares and we're going long. That is the game plan. So we'll see what happens. So far, it has been working very well. Even though I've been getting it's been very, very brutal going through March, April, and May in terms of seeing portfolio values go down because you're buying the dip and it feels like you're throwing money in the fire pit. It's all according to the plan. You have a written down strategy. You follow the plan. It's working. I remember in May, even people were like, Kevin, well, if you think this pain's going to last or whatever, this transition's going to take until September and October for that euphoric rally, why don't you just sell everything now and then buy right before September and October? And my answer was always the same, because you don't know when the rally is going to happen. Here we are. It started happening in June. It's not the euphoric part yet, but that rotation has begun. So we'll see what happens, but very bullish on that, obviously, long run. Now, all right, Build-A-Bear rotating down here. I do wonder why Build-A-Bear is rotating down. Good. Somebody here is Jason's asking. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you saying that. Jason here is asking, what's the likelihood of Enphase dipping? Personally, I think you've got all of growth could have a red day tomorrow. Today we could be 2% down on all growth, right? Who cares? Whenever. Do some buying then if you want. But in my opinion, in order for us to see a larger growth slam, you're going to have to see the S&P 500 rollover. So, which I think, again, is like 10% likely. So, for example, if you're looking at this chart, in my opinion, don't even bother looking at these May prices. Like, these May prices ain't happening, in my opinion, okay? My humble opinion. I think the odds of going back to these May prices are like 10%. You're better off looking at the March prices. March prices, I think we can, maybe we could revisit the March prices. But I think looking at the May prices, at least how I'm reading the market right now, and again, I could be wrong, no guarantees, don't sue me, bro. It's your fault if you lose money. But the way I'm looking at the market right now, I see really a less than 10% chance of us revisiting May prices. So if you're looking at the charts and you're like, oh man, I wish I bought the dip or whatever, I wish I bought more of the dip. I get it. Like, that's human psychology, but just pretend May's not even there. That's the way I'd be looking at this market and trying to understand the market. So good question. Isn't Enphase rally like 6%? Is this no. You can't look at Enphase bottom of May to where it is now, because again, that was an artificial oversell. So this is not going from here to there is not a euphoric rally. IMHO. That's going back to where we were. Look, and it's not even as high as we were, right? This is just literally going back to the beginning of the year pricing. That's it. No. Not even close in my opinion. Again, could be wrong. That's what I'm saying. Yes, this is a rally, but this is not a euphoric rally. Euphoric is like, oh my gosh, it's up 10% again. Oh my gosh, it's up 10% again. And all of a sudden it's 250, right? That's euphoric. And so we'll see. We'll see. Oh, look at Coinbase. Speaking of 10%, Coinbase is almost up to 10%. Yes, look at this. Let's look at Coinbase on the 5 here. Look at that climb on Coinbase into the close. Let's go. Let's go. How about Palantir? Sure. SoFi baby. I've told anyone this. Do I want to? We'll talk. How about this? We'll talk about SoFi in a little bit. All right. So what do we got over here? Palantir. So Palantir right now sitting at 27.33. It's on the same path. In my opinion, we are literally on the same path here for Palantir. A euphoric rally for Palantir, personal opinion, probably something like, Palantir's probably going to have to go up to like 38 to 40. Like, if Palantir broke 40, in my opinion, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is like, that's way too fast if that happens soon. And for me, that would be a ticket to say, okay, Palantir options are becoming shares. I don't think I would bet against the market by like selling out and then staying out. I don't expect that. Obviously, all options are on the table. I could do whatever I want, with the exception of AMC because it promised I would hodl that for a year. But that is why I've been playing options and picking up some profits in the meantime, like the video we just posted about the $11,000 plan or $11,000 quick credit we picked up and closed out. So that's like in the bag. That's in the bank, so to speak, which I like. So that went well. But you got to pay attention to the market, especially if you're going to do those shorter term trades. You got to pay attention to the market. Very, 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 very important. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so yeah, Palantir. In my opinion, you've got a nice slow move back, which is good. It's not bad at all. It's just not showing that euphoria yet, which is totally okay. So give me 1 second here. All right, 1 second. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. So yeah, we're not at that level where it makes sense to say, oh yeah, okay, not even close. Same thing as we've been talking about here in the other things. So okay, oh wow, okay, so SoFi's actually moved a bit here. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and take a peek at that. Okay, let's look at SoFi a bit. SoFi, oh, nice push there, but it is selling off a little bit. Somebody came in with volume and just bought this. So this is actually where I want to share my thoughts on SoFi with you, just briefly. Okay, brief thoughts. This is like the perfect place to mention it because, folks, we have. Take a look what I did. Take a look. This morning, I bought some SoFi. And so this is a perfect place to mention that today's sponsor is public.com, an investing app where you can buy and sell stocks and follow investors and share ideas. Now, I bought $6,000 here, and I also bought about $17,000 or $18,000 on Webull. So I pretty much bought the dip. I bought it. I want to say my execution price. There it is. See, average price paid was $17.72. Now, Public wants me to say that Public is the best place to invest if you want to follow people's portfolios, including folks like me. You can follow me at Meet Kevin in the app, or you can follow my buddy Graham or other folks that are on here. You can join Public.com. If you sign up for Public.com, you'll get a free stock. So all you have to do is go to public.com/meetkevin, download the Public app. That's public.com/meetkevin, or use the link in the description down below. Follow me and get a free stock. Which is pretty cool. Oh, yeah, and I'm supposed to put this overlay disclosure over. Hold on. I got to do the disclosure. But anyway, yeah. So I did buy SoFi. And so I bought SoFi. Again, I've transferred more money to Public, but I only had $6,000 available to trade with on Public. So I bought the other $17,000, $18,000 or whatever I put in on Webull. This is one that I think under 20, I'm going to keep sort of nibbling on. So we'll see how it goes. I do think there's some downside risk to about 1480-ish. I had it written down somewhere. 1480-ish is your downside risk. I think your upside is 25 plus. You're going to see more lockup pain though over the next month. So keep that in mind. But yeah, anyway, public.com/meetkevin or meetkevin.com/public, either will work. And you'll get one free stock when you sign up over there. Okay, good. So that is SoFi. If you look at the chart, I think I nailed that today, though. Yeah, I mean, it looks like I nailed it. Here, let me unlock, and you could see the shares I bought here. 1,000 shares at 1775. I thought it was 1772. Oh, whatever. It doesn't really matter. 1775 is over here. Look at where I nailed that. That's pretty good. That was a good nail. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. That's a good nail right there. I mean, that's not even at the bottom of a full candle. That's at the bottom of a stick on the 5-minute chart. That's not bad. And I sent out the alert for that, obviously, in the Stocks and Psychology of Money group. Which, remember, that coupon code is expiring in 2 days, so check that out. But yeah, did add SoFi. Obviously, at this point, that position's up a couple bucks, which is kind of cool. Okay, cool. So let's lock this out. Let's see what's going on here on, okay, they're talking about cyber attacks on CNBC. Let's focus on the tickers for the day. So, oh man, the solar is running away though. I've got this larger solar video that I've been meaning to make. I just wasn't expecting it to run so quickly, but I did see a solar run coming. Oh well. So I'll probably record my video after this, but I've got a good solar video I want to talk about. Tesla. Wow, Tesla's actually up 2.5%. That's great. Tesla's been one of those that's been really held back by a lot of ridiculous FUD. Generally, we break down that FUD. I personally also think cryptos are being held back by FUD, but you have to understand it. TDT did well today. To Trade Desk. Don't even get me started. Trade Desk, I love. I wish I bought more of them. When I bought almost $1 million of. Actually, I did. Hold on a second. We can see it here. We bought. Oh, it was insane. And everybody thought I was crazy. Like people were giving me like clown emojis when I did this because it's just like the market was doing so crappy. And it's like the more clown emojis I get, sometimes the better I know I'm doing. But look at this. This is my M1 Finance. And I bought tech like crazy. Look at that. May 11th, $300,000. May 13th, $150,000. May 14th, $384,000. Pick any tech stock. And go to May 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Actually, yeah, 11th, 13th, and 14th. And like, for example, look at Trade Desk. Oops, I didn't mean to keep that up. There we go. Look at Trade Desk. Look at that. I mean, this right here is October of last year, right? So this right here, look at that. 11th, where is it? 11th, 13th, 14th. Come on, folks. Like that. When there's blood on the streets, I put $1 million in. Let's go. It's good. All right. What else we got? So thanks, Cook, for saying that. Stocks, of course, has made you thousands, pays for itself long term. That's awesome. Awesome. All right. So let's go. Chat's moving a little fast right now. Probably going to go over to the mem chat here, and let's see what else we got going on. All right, so that was subscriber chat. Buy red. It's more than buy red. It is a little more than buy red. Like there was so much pain when we nailed the bottom of the market there. I mean, the fact that it wasn't just a buy, it wasn't just a nibble. It was literally, here's $1 million. Now I had a ton more cash sitting around then than I did now. Now I do not have a lot of cash sitting around. So like now lately my buys have been like 20K, because I kind of blew all my money in May. Like, to be transparent, I blew it all in May. So now they're smaller buys, but I'm still making them, and I'm still looking for those opportunities. Like my SoFi buy this morning, which I'm very excited about. So what else do we have here? Playboy going on 3%. Playboy's kind of been deflating a little bit. Oh gosh. It's true though. But hey, you know what? It survived the SPAC attack. Well, then again, I mean, it kind of they kind of chose after the SPAC attack. May was such a rough SPAC attack. Let's see here. Of course. Okay. So. Okay, what else do we have? We have Lemonade. Lemonade's down 1%. Nordstrom. Okay, so another one, by the way, regarding the Public app, which, remember, they're giving you one free stock if you sign up with Public, link down below. Regarding the Public app, another one that I'm looking at as well, and I've already added to, is C3AI. So C3AI, SoFi, and I don't know, beyond Airbnb I've been scratching my head on Airbnb a little bit as well. So I'm watching Airbnb a bit. Airbnb, it was last week, it was down at IPO pricing, basically. In May, it had also hit kind of the bottom here, but we still had we still had lows on Airbnb here. It was at like 143. It's at 150 now. Kind of, I think it's somewhat potentially mixed into the recovery movement as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if anything, Airbnb goes back to our support line over here. See what happens. Let's go to AI though. C3 AI, we're finally launching off of our support line of 59.47 here, which is great. We bought this around, what was it, like 61 bucks or something like that. As usual, every time I make a buy, send an alert to course members. Stocks and Psychology Money, link down below, 40% off, expires in 2 days, blah, 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 blah. Okay. We've got, let me see here. Where is it? C3, I'm trying to remember if I bought it on Robinhood or on, oh, there it is. Oh, sweet. Okay. So bought it at 62. Okay, cool. So we've got, what else do we have? So that's up a few points. I still think this one's going to rocket, though. I think this is like a strong support level here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go back into May. And so I'm optimistic about this. Although they're not going to be profitable for a while. So if you buy C3AI, you really have to balance it out, in my opinion, with something like an AMD to get your future PE down. AMD's been another one that's kind of interesting. I feel like we kind of had the March and May double bottom. You can see that pretty clearly here. Bottom, bottom. You kind of have to forget about last year. So you have to kind of look at it in the perspective of this year. Here's your double bottom, March, May. We're still on this weird downtrend, though. Let's get, here we go. It's not such a good line. Yeah. This is better. This is a little better. At least we had a triple touch here. 1, 2, 3. Maybe are we going to break out of that trend? We'll see. But I'm going to watch this. AMD is another one that I think has some real potential. I do worry, because I see a lot of comments about NVIDIA. I do worry that NVIDIA is... I worry that they've run up too much because of their stock split. Now, it's tough to say, because at the same time as this massive run is happening at NVIDIA, we're seeing a tech rotation, right? We're seeing the mega rotation underway. Yeah, so I would be a little bit concerned about NVIDIA post-split. Personally, I think NVIDIA could be a prospect, and it maybe not, but I wouldn't be shocked if NVIDIA sells off after the, what's it called? Split. Which, isn't that like July like 23rd or something like that? You know, after I do my 10 rallies, which if you're in California, go to meetkevin.com. I got 10 rallies coming up. SoCal, NorCal, got at least one location in Central Cal. We're going to be doing more Central in the future, but check out these rallies. 10 rallies coming up, so go to meetkevin.com and join those rallies. Giveaways, be excited to see you. Campaign rallies. But anyway, I think after those events, or after the split, there could be a correction here, like we saw on Tesla and on, what's it called? Apple. Really, on the day the split was announced, I should have just loaded the boat. I didn't. You know, I'm looking at that as a mistake. Should have loaded the boat then, because we saw what happened with Apple and Tesla, and the same thing's happening here. Okay, so, Enphase actually rallying a bit here into the close. Everything's just rallying a bit into the close. 188 on Enphase. Let's go. Oh, we're almost at 200 on Etsy. What did we hit? What was our high today? Oh, 199.18. No way. Let's give CNBC a listen for a moment.
Leading the major averages, both the Nasdaq and S&P on track for record closes as we stand. The Nasdaq 100's up a healthy 1.2%. Facebook a big part of that, which we will come on to. Mike, it's kind of a rotation day more than anything.
Yeah, without a doubt. And this one, of course,
that's the title of my video. You must be copying my video titles, or you're listening, secretly listening to all our moves. Or I'm just self-flattering. I don't know. It's probably that. AMC, a little bit of a consolidation going into the close. Volume did rotate down after Workhorse really stole the show today. Workhorse stole the show. Although volume did settle down here, sitting at 1701. Didn't really get past our big rally here. Still moving well, though. I mean, we got a solid... Whoa! look at that. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this. Look at this, folks. I put a soft support line here. And I'm like, hey, it's going to be really good if we break through that 16, what is it, the 1643 line, 1649 line. It's going to be really good. And that'll potentially end up serving as a support line. Now, it wasn't a very strong one, but look at what happened here, folks. Look at that touch. Oh, and any of you who've been watching my videos know that purple line has been there for a few days. I didn't just draw that today. That is not bad. Like, that was a tell right there. That if I had the same purple line drawn, and you saw that break, juicy. I'm gonna strengthen that line now. That's pretty good. That's good. I'm gonna pay attention to those. We added TA lectures in the Stocks and Psychology of Money group about a week ago now. I got some new lectures in production as well to continue to expand the TA work. Gosh, the red side, though, a little painful today. I do want to see why Build-A-Bear is selling off. Let me see if I can get in the terminal and maybe find out if there's a reason for the sell-off on Build-A-Bear or what particularly is happening here. Let's listen to CNBC while I do that for a moment.
Quarter end. I do think that's going to continue over the next couple of days. We've seen some big winners in the deep cyclicals this quarter. And so I'm not altogether surprised by that. But that's not to say that this is just a growth trade for us. I mean, if I look at something like industrials, which I think have a very long tail, even with a smaller infrastructure build. I look at this in terms of what do I think an overall sort of increase or acceleration in global economic growth yields. And it really does kind of point to companies that have done well that can continue to grow share along with.
Hey, can I just ask who was here? Because I just look at like the little icons that I get on this thing when I log in. It's like the 2-factor or whatever code that they give you. Who was here? And it was so freaky, okay? But who was here in February when this said pray? It was literally before the giant crash. Like, I should have, and I remember looking at it too, like, ha, ha. It's almost like there's going to be a big crash coming. Things go down like 30-40% right after. Who is here for that? Like, that's I cannot get over that, because sometimes it's like, I don't know, do we believe in signs like that? I don't know, do we? Like, sometimes you get skeptical or whatever, right? That was freaky. That's all I gotta say. Okay. All right, and we got guest username donated $9.99. Thank you very much. Somebody donated $20. Started investing in the beginning of the pandemic with $35K. Made $210K by Feb 2021. Bet back to $55K. Oh my gosh, your course and all live streams made me hang on back to $150K. All thanks to you. It was painful, but you were too helpful. Wow. Well, thank you for that. That is super awesome. Good for you. You just learned a world of investing there over the past year and a bit here. So good for you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, what is it? Science? It says science. So it was right after I started investing. Oh, you guys were here for that? Crazy. I totally remember that. It's like, if somebody can find the day for that, that would be awesome. Like, here, the first person that send me that date and that video where we did that, I'll give you $50. And hopefully not too many people do it, because I'll feel bad. But I would Venmo someone $50 if they found that, or maybe if they had like a hunch as to what date it was and then they found it. But a lot of you have it here. A lot of you remember that. Probably those of you that remember, maybe check. You might be able to find it quickly. And I'm only going to do the first person. But so first person to send me an email of that date, kevin@meetkevin.com. Send me your Zelle or whatever, and I'll take care of you. All right, we already got some people saying they're on it, okay? So I don't want, there are 10,000 people here, okay? Please, I cannot deal with getting 100 emails. So, but anyway, I appreciate y'all. I think that'll be a funny clip to look at in the future. Okay, we were going to look at what the heck is going on with Build-A-Bear Workshop. So why is it crushing today? Build-A-Bear Workshop. My mom used to work there in the workshop. Okay. Oh, wow. Lots of sells. A lot of sells from, but that's been a while. 17. Jeffrey's presentation. blah, 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 blah. No, I actually don't see anything on the news. Like the news cycle here. Could just be a decline in volume. We could look at maybe a put call ratio. I don't think I'm going to see anything crazy here. It took me a little while to do that. I don't want to do it right now. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Let's look at Ortex on shorts for Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear. All right, let's go to Build-A-Bear. Watch the options trick, by the way, I did to grab $11,000 out of the market on a 70K trade on AMC while still diamond handing. Watch that AMC video. It's a really good one, especially that options part. You could scroll to that if you want. I don't really care. Okay, so Build-A-Bear, 7% short, a little higher than where we were 7 days ago. It's never really been a short squeeze play, though. Its market cap is so low. All it takes is people talking about it, and this thing goes to the moon. It's nuts. Estimated short interest as a percentage of free float. Yeah, no, this hasn't really been anything. The shorts have long covered on that one. Okay. Back to the sticks. Back to the sticks. Meta down 20%. Wow, Carnival is getting smoked on the day here. Down 7.2% right now. I know there are a lot. Do I have a huge collection of bears, or did I? Well, I think my mom only worked there for like 3 months. Okay, so maybe like 2 from that time. Yeah, Coinbase finally showing some love. People ask me, they're like, "Hey, is your valuation on Coinbase any different?" I'm like, no. It's just you have to go through the inverted V of their revenues changing. You know, revenues going from transactional to secondary services, and there's going to be a pain point of that, along with Bitcoin pricing going through its fluctuations. So nothing's fundamentally changed for Coin. It's just they screwed that up. I think it was really an issue of greed to do a DPO, direct public listing, or offering. I think that was a mistake. You know, throwing shares at all the employees and without lockups, that was a mistake. Really, I think a big lack of investor respect on how they handled the DPO, but whatever. It just created more of an opportunity to buy that. Okay, let's see. ChargePoint up 10% on this infrastructure talk coming back on. SunPower rocketing here. NEO almost up 10% here. Arcimoto Sparkline going up here into the end of the day. Look at that volume coming in. That's a fund coming in to buy Arcimoto. Is that Gerber Kawasaki? Are you doing some buying over there? Oh, Ross rocks. SoFi. Ooh, yeah, still got that rocket ship going here towards the end here. The thing to consider, though, is big lockup still coming towards the end of this, at the end of this month. So watch for that on SoFi. And get your free stock with Public, link down below. Go to public.com/meetkevin, and you'll get 1 free stock. I did buy Public at, what was it, 17.72 this morning on Public. So you can actually see my share there, my purchase there, if you follow me at meetkevin. Although I did most of my purchases on Weeb because my money still hasn't cleared. Piton, 126. Wow, the options are going to look juicy on that one. I don't even want to look at some of the options right now. It gets you too euphoric. You got to be careful. When there are times like this, there are going to be downs again. There will be downs again. So you have to sort of temper your expectations there. Went from 106K to 50 in March. Yeah, March was rough. Yeah, if you held through that, good for you. Market just super green today on growth. You think the suits are going to sell off tomorrow? I wouldn't be surprised if there's some balance. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyone find the date? See if anybody. Let me see if anyone emailed me yet. That would be fast. If you emailed me the date and timestamp already, that'd be crazy. No, I don't have one yet. That would be nuts. That'd be pretty fast. I think that's going to be tough. Although you could probably search the transcript for the word pray. It's going to be funny. I'm just looking here. Shout out to Lucas, Candy, Bailey, Cody, Dean, Chris, Jonathan, and Andres, who all just bought stocks in Psychology of Money. Shout out to all of you. That's awesome. Wow, you're taking advantage of that 40% off coupon code. That's awesome. Shout out to y'all. That was just within like the last 7 minutes too. Jeez. Thank you. Anyway. All right, where were we? All right, let's listen to this. What is this? What are they talking about? Energy?
Improving in everything that uses fossil fuels in our day-to-day lives. It's also about institutional demand. They're going to continue to look at fossil fuel as being an area that they want to underweight in their portfolios. And so if you've enjoyed this run up to this point, I feel that some of the analysts are a bit optimistic about the potential demand-supply mismatch going and pushing oil continually higher through the second half of the year. I think we're going to see a pause here, and I think people are really going to take a step back, especially if they've been overweight energy through the middle of this year.
But Mike, even after the strong run and with the strong run in the commodity itself as well, there's room for the multiple to even out because there's still a pretty wide range in energies at the bottom of that pile.
Yes, there's no doubt. It was so depressed that on a multi-year basis, there's still headroom there. But you have this all happening where you have these pullbacks in the stock at the same time that crude oil just got back to kind of the early, 2018, mid-2018 peak level. So it just seems as if a lot of makeup has been done.
I do think oil is going to rotate down too.
A lot of the bull case on the stock sector as being, well, it's lagged the move in the commodity. Yes.
Right.
But when oil traded below zero, I didn't hear a lot of people saying like, well, these stocks still trade with a positive number. We should sell them. I mean, so it doesn't always go step for step.
Facebook up 4.2%. Mike, Peloton and Zoom are also up more than 4%. What are you seeing in the market internals? 2 minutes to go.
There you have that work from home play right there. The internals have been a little bit soft. It's been a very selective market. That's the kind way of saying that breadth has lagged. The New York Stock Exchange, 1,300 stocks up, 2,000 to the downside. So clearly there's a little bit of slippage below the surface. It's been the case.
Blah, 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 blah. So we're about to close. We got about a minute to close here. I do want to show this, though, because I don't know. I literally just pulled this here. I pulled the screenshot because I know me just reading off names can sound like crap or BS or whatever. But I just quickly grabbed a screenshot. Seriously, shout out to those of you who just enrolled in Psychology of Money. Same names we just read off. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's amazing. Wow, y'all. Jeez. All of a sudden. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm excited to have all of you. That's super cool. And I mean, shout out here to another super chat. Mohammed, look at this super chat. This is so nice. I was panicking in May. My account went from 300,000 to negative 60. Oh my gosh. I doubled down because of your live streams and chat members. Now I'm at $520,000. Nice. And got rid of my margin. Whoa. Let's go. That is awesome. All right. We got the closing bell coming up. Let's hit it. Let's see how we close. I mean, this is an incredible close. This is a record close here for, or wonderful close for the recovery here and the rotation and tech and growth. Let's listen in.
Energy is the sector down 3.3%, comfortably the worst performer. But as we approach the close, we are going to have a record close for the S&P 500.
All right. So we got the Dow closing down about 0.5%. Doesn't surprise me that industrials are down about 0.43%. Russell 2000 small cap down 0.54%. NASDAQ up 0.98%. And S&P 500 up about 0.25% at 0.23.
I'm Sarah Eisen, along with Wilfred Frost and Mike Santoli, CNBC senior markets commentator. Take a look at how we finished up the day on Wall Street.
Amazingly. Love that music. All right. So let's look at this. I mean, really exciting. I was hoping for a sell-off to continue on Intelia. OL didn't happen. I do have CRISPR options, which I've got about $80,000 in CRISPR options, which were very, very, very juicy today. Thanks to this one. We've got SunPower. We've got the energy sector. Look at this. SunPower, ChargePoint, Neo, Arcimoto, Xpeng, Enphase. These folks leading today. Etsy could not hit $200, but folks, I'll take $198. I'll take $188 on Enphase. Super, super exciting. The rotation is real, and this rotation video is brought to you today by public.com. Go to public.com/meetkevin to get yourself a totally free stock. And I also revealed a purchase I made on there earlier, so check that out as well. But always keep your eyes open to other opportunities as well, like C3AI or whatever else you think is being left behind. AMD might be one of those, so we'll keep an eye on that. Peloton, 126, 127, incredible. Earlier in this live stream, we talked about that euphoric movement. I have to say we're not there. We're not at a euphoric movement, in my opinion, but we are at a very, very strong shift to growth right now, a hunt for growth. And we could see that by looking at Build-A-Bear down 13%, Carnival almost down a full 7% at the close, Luminar down 4.49%, American Airlines, most of the airlines down today, Southwest down 2.46%, Spirit down a couple percent. And it's really the recovery play feeling a little played out. I do think Airbnb might potentially be getting kind of unfairly stuck with it, but maybe not. Maybe that is fair. So listen to CNBC for a moment.
Some of the news about upticking cases globally and things like that. Also, the idea that supply constraints are sort of restraining GDP as opposed to necessarily catalyzing it in the very short term. I think all those things mixing together with the idea, too, that, we've had a record number of companies raise their own earnings guidance for this quarter. And that really more underscores this idea of a peak upward earnings revision moment.
2 comma popper, you were looking through 2020. Oh, no. Those are fun ones.
Back and forth with the market.
Rob, when you see these record closes, is that a sign to take some profits or not?
Generally when the market reaches a new high, it goes on to reach another new high. So we've been looking at that. Investors are certainly worried about it. Like volumes today.
By the way, nobody yet has found prey. Nobody's found prey yet for that $50 deal. I know some of you are looking though.
So what about the reflation value trade that was so dominant for a good part of this year?
No. Free flow. No. It is way too soon to short. Sorry. I don't want to make an example of you, but you said it. Do you remember any details about the Prey live stream? The Prey video. It was a live stream. It was, I want to say it was a market open or close. I don't think it was the course member live stream. I don't think so. I want to say it was an open or close. It was probably between February 1st and definitely not past February 17th. So my guess, and it wasn't during GME. I'm pretty sure it was after that. I could be wrong, but that's when I think it was. So I don't know about that. Open or close. I don't know. It wasn't necessarily a red day, because I actually think it might have been a green day, because it's like, Prey, come on, everything's fine. Or wait a minute, is it? So yeah, that was kind of interesting. So, but yeah, anyway, for Free Flow, who shorted Nvidia and ChargePoint, I think Nvidia, if you're really going to try to play a short, you want to do that almost right before the split, maybe like 2 or 3 days before the split, because I wouldn't be surprised if after the split you get a rotation down. No guarantees. Wouldn't be surprised. On really any growth though right now, I just wouldn't short anything. I wouldn't even short the companies I don't like right now, because I just think there's going to be a chase for returns. You could short Tattooed Chef though. You go ahead and short that one. I'm kidding. Don't do that. I had to say that for the TTCF fans in here. I would love some TTCF right now. I'm kind of hungry, but I think Lauren's got food. What else? Let's look at some other let's see. 2 campaign posters you came today. Awesome. Love to hear that. I think my poster came in. I'm in El Salvador. Hey, well, at least you can use Bitcoin to go shopping, I think. Maybe not. Yeah. I sold my business, enrolled in a couple of your classes. Oh, that's awesome. Well, congratulations on the closing of your business sale there. Where are my ARK holders? ARK. Well, ARK is basically the same thing as what we do. Somebody got it. No way. I think Andrew got it. Hold on. Is this it? It was a market close. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? What? No freaking way. When it was. No freaking way. Oh gosh, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. If this is it, this has got to be the most chilling thing that has ever happened to me in investing. Like, this is very, 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 very chilling. Okay, I'm going to share it. This is scary. Oh my gosh, no way. I think Andrew, if he's right, he gets the $50. So everybody else can hold on. Okay, let's see here. OMG. Oh my gosh. Okay, you ready for this? Oh, no way. No way. Oh, hey, there's Sarah. All right, you ready for this? Here we go. Uh-oh, no volume. Hold on. Where's our volume? I need volume to be able to hear this. Oh, I should have volume. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. Oh, yeah, I'm not feeding. That's a bummer. I really want that volume. What happened? How am I going to get it? Well, HDMI didn't... What? Sorry. I don't know what happened to my volume. Literally don't have my volume right here. Very much a bummer. Hold on a second. Let me try. No, we're on this. Whatever. I'm just going to use the MacBook speakers because we're going to do it. All right, you ready? Ready for this? Here we go. Here, shotgun mic goes here. Here we go. Obviously, it depends on what stock and the security code that I got here. Who knows? Maybe this is an indication of what we should be expecting coming up. Maybe this is like good news for earnings coming up for this particular company. Minus the 2 in the front. Is it ever going to focus? Oh, come on, focus on the thing right in front of you, you stupid camera. Here, I'll do this. This usually works. There we go. No, this isn't it. 2. Just ignore the 2. That's for shift. That's for shift. That's not the one, man. That's not the one. Where is it? That's not the one we want. All right, it's still in play. That would have been creepy because we're looking for prey. Where's prey? Did it happen in this live stream too? That would have been freaky if it was that one. Okay, that was for shift. No. Okay, so $50 is still in play. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, the transcripts aren't even up. That's a bummer. I thought it would have been that one. No, it wasn't shift because that would be freaky. If it said prey on the 17th, that's literally right before the stuff crashed. That would be crazy. It was tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know if can we find it? That would be so cool. But anyway, somebody else can find it. All right. So yeah, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find, I did a market open or close live stream somewhere. In case you're wondering what the heck is happening, I did a market open and close live stream somewhere, and I held up my login thing. 2 Popper found it. All right, man, you'd be up. Oh wait. Oh, it was already into it. Okay. Okay, I think Abraham got it. So I don't know if you're the 2 Proper. That's interesting. Let's see if it's this one. Y'all just going to start sending me to random ones here. 2 I think somebody may have beaten you to it if it was March 4th. March 4th was already a little into it, and it was a red day, so not as crazy of a time frame. Timestamp is 34 minutes. Is it this one? See, now I got to double check first. No, is it? Really? 34 minutes. All right. I don't know, Abraham. I don't see it here. Certainly not 34 minutes in. 2, no way. Okay, 2 might have it. 2 Meet Kevin Market. Oh my gosh, no way. 1625. No, man. Email me if you got it right. You're getting the $50, man. Okay, if you got it, that's actually insane. 1625. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so creepy. Oh, it's even creepier. Holy smokes, folks. This is insane. This is just absolutely nuts. Oh my gosh. Listen to this. Okay. Just listen to this. This is market open February 19th.
These have been turning around.
Man. Look at the Bloomberg terminal. authentication code that I got for logging in today. This is, I don't know if that's scary or an omen. Can you read that? It says pray. Oh my God. Dude, what? February 19th? February 19th? Oh my gosh. Let's go to the charts for a second. February 19th. Where was it? February 19th, right here. Not exactly at the peak, but it certainly had some pain. Look at that. March crash came right after that, and the May crash came right after that. OMG. That is so crazy. Feb 19, right here. Look at that. Feb 19 on Trade Desk. Literally right before crash 1, crash 2. No way. Oh my gosh. Let's go to ARK. ARK K, okay? ARK. No way. It was the top of ARK. Come on. Bloomberg knew. What? Look at that. February 19th. Bloomberg tells us pray on an authentication code. And then boom, boom. Oh my gosh. I should have sold everything right there. Bloomberg proved the market is rigged. That's the title of that video. Or I should make a video of this. Proof the market is rigged. Oh man, that is very freaky. That is very, very, very freaky. 2 comma popper, man. You got it. You got it, man. You better email me, okay? Woo. Okay. Wow. Okay. And include some kind of proof that you're 2 comma popper, so somebody else isn't like, you don't get like 5 emails like I'm 2 comma popper. Anyway, I think we got to end it on that. That is absolutely nuts. Okay. 2, you just said you emailed me. 2 comma popper. Oh, yep, 1 minute ago. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna reply right now. Oh, what's your Zelle/PayPal? Actually, Zelle sucks. Give me your PayPal. PayPal or Venmo. All right, man. That's scary. Very, very, very scary. Thank you for being here with me on this. I'll see you all the next time. That's insane. All right.